Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday the 28th of April 2021. Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. As you can see, I'm outside again. I'm getting really lucky with the weather here. It's really sunny and warm, so I get to film outside. Let's have a look at what the Morgan Greer deck wants you to be aware of on Wednesday the 28th. And I hope you're having a great week so far and that you got a lot out of the full moon in Scorpio that happened yesterday on the 27th of April. That energy is still going to linger somewhat, so if you haven't checked out the video on the full moon, have a look. It really gives you a fabulous opportunity to kind of detox negative emotions and to kind of complete that cycle. Things that need to be looked at, you can look at and let go of them once and for all. Let's see what the cards have to say about this day, Wednesday the 28th. Wow, we've got the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and finally, oh wow, the World again. Yes, so the energy of this full moon isn't quite done yet. So the cards are giving us a pretty straightforward message here. The Three of Pentacles, you can see a young man, he's an expert, he's working away at something, and he's doing a great job. These pentacles are glowing, it's a stained glass window, and the light is catching them, and it's really all lit up. It's yellow and red. So yellow is passion and doing something that you enjoy. Red is about the physical world, it's like the root chakra. The yellow is the solar plexus chakra. So you're in control, you're in charge, and you're working in a way that really fulfills you and makes you happy. So either that can be a skill in the way he's working on this cathedral and he's chipping away at the stone there, putting in symbols and using his expertise. It can also be working on yourself or working on your relationships or working on adapting your environment so that it suits you. The message overall is that the three in numerology is a new beginning. It's the way you think. So you're really enthusiastic and you're upbeat, and there's this really fabulous can-do attitude. So you feel good, you have control over your life, what you do, what you choose to engage with, what you choose not to engage with. And it really seems like the full moon in Scorpio allowed you to let go of a lot of stuff that was unhelpful, because you've cleared the decks to create this space internally that you can use to really get busy in the real world and to work at changing your environment so that it suits your needs and that you're happy with it. He's working away happily, he's got a little smile on his face, so you can practically hear him whistling while he works. So this is someone who really enjoys his work and who's happy with the process of life and where he's at in life, and he feels useful and he feels skilled and he gets paid for the work that he does. So there's a really nice balance between what he's putting out, what it does for him personally, and what he gets back from the world. And this is really the best circumstance. If you love what you do, and just by working, it gives you a sense of, wow, this is what I was kind of born to do, I adore this, and you get paid for it, and you're able to create something that kind of has a life of its own. Like this cathedral, for instance, is going to stand there for a long time. So he's creating a legacy. He's got a lot to be proud of. He's doing exceptional work. The work is going to be looked at for years and years and years, long after he's left, and he gets rewarded for it. So it's really a great time for anyone who has been uncertain about their life purpose to try something new, to ask yourself, what is it that I really enjoy? And what is it that I do on a daily basis already that gives me a sense of pleasure and achievement? And how can I channel that into a career? How can I get paid for this thing that I already do and that I love and that I enjoy? How can I make it really practical, and how can I do something with this so that work stops being just an obligation and a duty to pay the bills, but it becomes a joy and a pleasure? The next card, the Ace of Swords, is a gift from the universe. You will get the idea of how to do that and how to translate your passions and your ideas into some sort of a practical format. So this is really a wonderful day for anyone who isn't quite certain about their life purpose, particularly as it relates to work. It's not always the same thing. Sometimes your life purpose can be the same as your vocational aptitudes and as your vocation, your career, but sometimes they can be very separate. So some people, the desire or the life purpose is to be of service, but the working side of things is to take care of people in a physical way. So you're being of service in a physical way, but it can also mean that you're meant to teach, or you're meant to be of service through being a parent, or just demonstrating your own skill and leading by example, being a role model. And at other times, it can be your life purpose is to be an artist, and that is your work. You are an artist, and they're one and the same, and you're there to kind of entertain humanity and distract it from the mundane and the banal, and to allow people to change their perspective on the world and to see things differently and allow them to dream. The Ace of Swords says that you're going to get ideas of how you can do something that you love and adore, how you can translate that into the real world, so how you can find an actual job doing what it is you love. And it's a double-edged sword, not in the sense that it cuts both ways, but that it looks at the duality of this, so something that happens internally, and how to express that, manifest it externally, so the two worlds meet in the center here, and that you feel like you're in the best space that you can possibly be. So that's amazing, especially when as it relates to your life purpose. And then we've got the World again. The World is someone who is at the end of the Fool's journey. She's really experienced everything she can experience. She's done everything that she can do here on planet Earth, and she's kind of getting ready to finish things up here and to move on to her next assignment. She's transcended all the things that limit her, the physical lack of purpose, feeling lost, ideas, limiting beliefs, relationships, spirituality. She's mastered all of that, and she's attained this amazing state of balance and being completely safe and protected. And that's what we're all going for, this sense of spiritual development, a spiritual awakening, personal healing, coming to terms with who we are, understanding the self, and really accepting our kind of story, our experience here on this planet. She's in reverse. So the card is saying that, again, similar to yesterday, there is still information out there that is going to help you and serve you, and there are things that you can learn about yourself. You can get to a greater place of balance and acceptance in life. The universe, spirit, has more things to share with you, and if you listen to that and implement it, on this day particularly, it gives you that sense of inner balance and peace, but also it relates directly to your career, your working life, your life purpose, your vocation. So if that's been something that you've struggled with, or you don't feel quite satisfied in where you're at with your job, if you feel like you could be doing something that's much more aligned with your purpose, or you're not challenged, or you want a change, then today is the day to really ask those questions. Like I said earlier, the energy of the full moon in Scorpio is still around, but today it's very practical, and there's an application as it relates to your career particularly and your life purpose. Number-wise, we've got the Ace card, that's 1, and 21 is 22, and 3 is 25. 2 and 5 is 7, and 7 is the mind and creativity. The Ace of Swords is a gift as it relates to your thinking, perfect balance between the inner and the outer. So really get creative about what you can do on this planet for a job, for a career, and how you can find the kind of job where you jump out of bed every morning, well, most mornings, and you say, hooray, I get to do this job again. Because that really is possible. That's not something that just appears in, like, you know, fairy tales, or that vocational counselors talk about. It's really something that exists here on planet Earth. So if you haven't found that yet, really look again and find that for yourself. Do yourself the favor of finding a passion that you can devote yourself to on a daily basis, And that's really the blessing and the gift of this day. So I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. I use the tarot, astrology and numerology in my personal readings. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.